Hello and welcome to the show. The Philadelphia Eagles are headed to Super Bowl 59. The Birds dominated the Commanders in every way imaginable. The defense, offense, and special teams shined, and your Philadelphia Eagles are NFC champions once again. It's time for my breakdown. The Birds played like a team of destiny, and I've got to start with quarterback Jalen Hurts because this is the type of game that many prognosticators said that he might be the Achilles heel to this football team's ability to win or get to a Super Bowl. Although Saquon Barkley started things off with a fireworks display, first play from the offensive scrimmage, 1 carry, 60 yards to the house. Hurts showed that he could, as he always has, step up in the huge moment and be all that his team needs him to be when it matters the most. In the first half, he went 12 of 18 for 141 yards and a 4-yard strike to A.J. Brown for a touchdown. He finished the day 20 of 28, 230 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 3 rushing touchdowns, and a 110 rating. I guess we can put the doubters and all the doubt to bed. Saquon Barkley finished the day versus the Commanders with 15 runs for 118 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. The Birds offense amassed 459 yards, of which 229 yards came on the ground on 36 carries for 6.4 yards per carry and 7, yes, I said it right, 7 touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns. Although Cam Jurgens started the day on the sidelines with Dickerson sliding into the center spot and Tyler Steen getting the start at left guard, Dickerson exited the game with a knee injury early, and Jurgens had to take over after the half, yet the Birds never missed a beat. Kellen Moore showed a great deal of creativity with this offense, something that I think we all have been waiting for all season in both the run and the pass game. Jalen executed the game plan to perfection, checking at the line of scrimmage and getting the offense into the right plays and out of the wrong ones at just the right time. The passing game was impressive. They made Washington pay when they blitzed and flooded some zones, freeing up Dallas Goedert, who tied A.J. Brown with 7 catches on the day. And Jalen spread the ball around to keep the Commanders' defense completely off balance. The defense turned in another elite-level performance, yielding only 99 yards rushing on the day and forcing Jaden Daniels to put the ball in the air 48 times, of which he only completed 29 for 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he was sacked 3 times. Of the 4 turnovers on the day that the Birds defense accounted for, 3 of them came on the defensive side. Oren Burks forced a fumble that Zach Bond recovered. Then Bond forced a fumble that Reed Blankenship recovered, and then Quinyon Mitchell had an interception, his second of the playoffs. Will Shipley forced another on a kick return, and the beauty of it all is that the offense converted all 4 turnovers for 28 points. This unit continues to impress even under pressure situations like the playoffs. The front 4 stymied the run and pressured Jaden Daniels all afternoon. The linebackers led the way. Bond had 12 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 recovered fumble. Oren Burks followed suit with 9 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 tackle for a loss, and 1 sack. Nolan Smith, who has been playing lights out, contributed with a sack, and Jordan Davis recorded a sack as well. The secondary and linebackers played on a string all day long, tightly woven together, tight coverage with 8 pass defenses to go along with 4 quarterback hits. They also did a much better job of containing Jaden Daniels this time around from scrambling. They held this elusive rookie to 48 yards rushing on the day. They also held the Commanders to 7 of 17 on 3rd down conversions, 4 of 6 on 4th down conversions, and 1 of 2 in the red zone. Fangio's game plan worked to perfection, and the beauty of it all, the players executed it. Listen, even with the turnovers being the story of the day, this was a total team win across the board. The special teams created 1 turnover, covered aggressively all afternoon with the exception of maybe the fake punt, and, the Jake Elliott lone field goal missed from 54 yards. I still got confidence in Jake Elliott. Nick Sirianni has this team humming and peaking at the right time as they take the next step towards winning Super Bowl 59 on Sunday in New Orleans. That's my breakdown. After this pause, former Eagles great running back, and my former teammate Keith Byars joins me to break down the Super Bowl matchup versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them, sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Most people don't know how to get the care they need. The experts at Stay at Home Care can help. Before choosing a caregiver or family member for your care, you need to apply for the Home Care Program. The application process can be complicated. Stay at Home Care can help you navigate through every step. Once approved, your caregiver or family member will receive guaranteed weekly pay, a variety of medical benefits options, paid holidays, paid vacation, and overtime pay. Call Stay at Home Care, here to help every step of the way.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
On game day, it's the Eagles' job to protect this house.
But in here, this is our house.
So we drank our pickle juice, then wrote the playbook on injury law.
And created a winning culture that knows
Hungry dogs run faster. And we always bring the pressure. Because that's the standard. And we don't win until you win.
Since 1893, Weber Display and Packaging has been Pennsylvania's leading manufacturer of corrugated packaging and displays. We're family-owned with 4 Philadelphia locations, 2 converting facilities, a warehouse, and a fulfillment center. Designed through delivery, we exceed customer needs. Weber Display and Packaging. Our core values drive everything we do. Come join our team. This segment is brought to you by Pond Hockey. Welcome back. Former Birds first-round pick and my draft and teammate Keith Byars is here to join in the excitement of the Birds chasing another title. KB, listen, man, it is exciting. It's an exciting time here in Philly and for anybody who's worn the Eagles green.
I totally agree. I'm so excited about the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I'm fired up about it. I wish I could be there in New Orleans, but my spirit will be there, but my body will be elsewhere. I'm going to be in Atlantic City.
There you go. So listen, Keith, the Birds look like a team of destiny right now. The offenses look unstoppable, and the defense seems to get more dominant, as the weeks pass. What excites you most about this overall football team?
Well, I just love the fact that they are playing as a team. The defense is playing outstanding. Timely stops. Jalen Carter, he is really, really growing up. I think that he helped save the divisional round game against the Rams with that key third down sack on that last drive. He's probably one of the top 3 defensive players in football this past season. I think he deserves credit. Saquon Barkley, what can you say? When I heard that the Eagles had a chance to get him, and when we got him from the Giants, I'm like, we don't have to tackle him twice a year. He can play for us. Oh, yes, please, take that now.
Now, our quarterback, Jalen Hurts, has taken a lot of shots from the haters this year, but all he does is continue to wrap up the wins. You know what I'm saying? Just quietening the doubters as he goes. Although the game plan has been to ride Saquon, what's your opinion on how Jalen Hurts has handled himself this year?
Oh, I think he's matured. He's one of the players that really got better every year that he's gotten in the NFL, especially the first 4 years. Sometimes I think people take out of context when you hear the word, well, this quarterback is a game manager. Well, aren't all quarterbacks game managers? You know, I need quarterbacks that don't turn the ball over. You know, I'll take a quarterback that's going to, you know, throw me 200 yards and take care of the football than a quarterback that's going to throw 300 yards and have 2 to 3 turnovers. You know, I'll take that guy who's going to take care of the football and put my team in the end zone and points on the board over a quarterback that's going to light up the scoreboard, but you still lose the football game.
What kind of plan does Vick Fangio have to put together to take care of Patrick Mahomes and company?
You know, I think time can, time management is going to be very important. You know, when we was playing Washington, I'm like, hey, Jaden Daniels is a heck of a quarterback, but I want him on the sideline watching the Eagles offense. Just like this game, I want Pat Mahomes on the sideline watching the Eagles offense eat up 5, 6, 8-minute drives, points on the board. Not necessarily field goals, but touchdowns, and put pressure on Kansas City to make them one-dimensional or have to throw the ball. Because if the Eagles get up 10 points in a game, it's a wrap.
So listen, in order to be king, you got to dethrone the king. You got, you know, two teams that share a lot of similarities, with the exception of maybe, you know, an elite level quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and, you know, a future Hall of Fame quarterback in Andy Reid. Give me one key that the Eagles have to do to overcome Patrick Mahomes. You already talked about him, Andy Reid and his ability to adjust, and Steve Spagnuolo and his ability to come after you with pressure.
Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, those two guys, you know, the third and fourth option in the Eagles offense will be very key. They have big games. You know, they catch over 40 or 50 yards in a game. It favors the Eagles winning that football game on Sunday.
So give me your prediction on the outcome of the game and a score.
Ooh, that's a good question. I usually don't answer that until when I'm watching the game. And by the first quarter, I'll make a comment like the first team 20 going to win the game. You know, if I see it, I say, ooh, the first team to 30. But this game, I'm going to, you know, go with that as well. You know, the first team to 28 points. So 28, 26, you know, what's that, 50, how many points is that, 56, 53?
Yep.
You know, so that's what I think it is. You know, I think the first team scores 28 points. Maybe, you know, the winner team may have 30, but the first one to hit that 28-point threshold, that's the key to me.
Keith, listen, my man, it's always good talking football with you. I know you, like all Birds fans, are confident the Eagles are going to walk away with this W. Listen, man, I appreciate your time, and thanks for joining the show.
Always a pleasure.
All right.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
There you go. All righty, up next, Brad Feinberg is here with his take on the Chiefs versus the Eagles matchup and his picks and prop bets for Super Bowl 59.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
This is Parks. Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
On game day, it's the Eagles' job to protect this house.
But in here, this is our house.
So we drank our pickle juice, then wrote the playbook on injury law.
And created a winning culture that knows
Hungry dogs run faster. And we always bring the pressure because that's the standard. And we don't win until you win.
Get peace of mind, drive certified at DavisCertified.com.
How do you make sure your next vehicle purchase is a quality vehicle priced right? Go to DavisCertified.com.
Every Davis certified pre-owned vehicle has a 60-day, 2,000-mile powertrain warranty, plus 2 years of free oil changes, a 3-day exchange policy, and a free Carfax report.
Get peace of mind, drive certified at DavisCertified.com.
At Revolution X, we know that fortunes are made in times of uncertainty. Are you selling your investment real estate? Are you interested in deferring your tax with a 1031 exchange? At RevX, we're experts in 1031 exchange planning and the use of passive real estate options using DSTs. Not in the midst of an exchange and want to invest in real estate but don't know where to start? Revolution X has institutional-grade real estate options for any size investor right now. Set up a consultation at RevXWealth.com. RevX, defer the tax, maximize the gain.
This segment is brought to you by Bet Parks. Welcome back. Follow my betting guru, Brad Feinberg, on X at Brad's Best Bet. Brad, listen, they've arrived overcome some pretty heavy odds, but the Birds are 60 minutes away from their second Lombardi Trophy. How are you feeling about it?
It's a great thing for the city, Seth. Like, I'm a huge Philadelphia guy, so like for me, just as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, forgetting the betting aspect.
I'm going to tee you up and I'm going to let you go, but listen, the line has KC minus 1.5. The under-over has, I believe, climbed to 49. What's your thought on the lines? Give me some of your top prop bets for the game. And of course, I need to know who do you like to win and what score.
Well, Seth, it's funny. Like when I see this game, I come up with your math, probabilities, odds, all that kind of stuff. I know the Eagles are the better team, Seth. I know it. Look, I'm going to give you a score. I'm going to say 24-23 Kansas City, and another lucky win where Philadelphia knows they're the better team. Can't show my work. It's just, if it's a close game, I don't know how you don't take Mahomes. I just don't know how you don't do it. Seth, prop-wise, my favorite prop bet, maybe of the year. You heard me right, maybe the year. Patrick Mahomes under 6.5 rush attempts. I'm going to take my chance at Patrick Mahomes does not get 7 rushing attempts. Jalen Hurts, I'm going under. I got 40.5. It's now down to 38.5, Seth, but I still like it. Under 38.5 rushing yards. Just don't know if he's fully healthy, Seth, in terms of running the ball. DeAndre Hopkins, Seth, Hall of Fame player probably, or borderline. No longer playing that many snaps. Only got about 15% of the snaps last game, Seth. I like under 1.5 receptions and under 13.5 yards for DeAndre Hopkins. Don't think he gets there. Travis Kelce is over under for 6.5 catches, Seth. Think the Eagles defense, Seth, does enough to hold him under 6.5 catches. And Seth, those are probably my favorite prop bets of the game. I do think Saquon goes over 110.5 as well. I think it's going to be a great game, Seth. Probably down in last possession. I just hope Jalen gets the ball at the end if the Eagles need a score as opposed to having a rooting against Patrick Mahomes.
Well, listen, I'm just going to ask you the question because I want you to remove the emotion out of it, because as Philadelphia Eagles fans, sometimes we can be emotional about our football team. Do you think the Eagles win this game, or are you still not betting against Patrick Mahomes?
Listen, Seth, every math part of me says the Eagles should win, but I can't go against Mahomes. It's like death taxes. The Chiefs win these games.
Well, you brought up the Patriots earlier. The Eagles breaking that curse. I'm of the opinion that they break the curse. Kansas City has had enough really, really close games this year. This is the one. This is the straw that breaks the camel's back. And this is Super Bowl 59. So they got to win this one.
Best number in the world. Best number in the world. It was a great year, Seth. I appreciate you having me on the show so much. You're the best. And I really appreciate everything, and good luck to everyone. Good luck to the Eagles, and hopefully I'll see you guys next year.
All right, my man. I appreciate you. Take care. Download the Bet Parks Casino app. Like me, you love to play. You play to win. You bet. Bet Parks. Coming up, my closing thoughts and prediction for Sunday's Super Bowl matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs versus your Philadelphia Eagles.
On game day, it's the Eagles' job to protect this house.
But in here, this is our house.
So we drank our pickle juice, then wrote the playbook on injury law.
And created a winning culture that knows
hungry dogs run faster. And we always bring the pressure, because that's the standard. And we don't win until you win.
Oof. Stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. At Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
Passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the BetParx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Gentlemen, are you ready for a wardrobe update? Introducing Divine Nine's Custom Menswear, your clothier for truly unique, custom-made threads. With Divine Nine, you can design your own one-of-a-kind suit, jacket, slacks, shirts, golf pants, and shorts, perfectly handcrafted by our skilled artisans who will bring your vision to life. Prepare to stand out from the crowd with Divine Nine's Custom Clothier, official clothier of Seth Joyner. Custom clothing made for you.
This segment is brought to you by Verizon Communications. Welcome back. It all comes down to this: one game for the title and championship supremacy for the 2024 season. This Eagles team has played on our emotions all season long, from a 2-2 start to 10 wins in a row and a sweep of 3 games in the playoffs. Offensively, it has not always looked like the pundits have thought that it should. But this team is stuck together, believing in each other, and getting better week after week. Listen, the addition of Saquon Barkley has exceeded everyone's wildest imaginations. After a historic year and flirting with the all-time season rushing record, he has continued to impress throughout the playoffs as he approaches the all-time rushing record for the season and the playoffs combined. For an organization that makes zero reservations about how they believe the offenses should operate, I give Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore a ton of credit for going back in time and embodying a run-first approach to get to this point. The wide receivers and quarterback has had to take major steps backwards in order to get here, and that shows that this team is selfless and cares little about personal achievements. They've been laser focused on winning by any means necessary. The strength of this unit is the massive and yet extremely athletic offensive line. They love to dominate the opponent in the run game, which then allows them the ability to protect the quarterback with great proficiency when they need to air it out. A quarterback like Jalen Hurts on his franchise deal could have not easily bought into the adjusted plan to run the football. But although his numbers are down from the past, he plays an integral role in the success of Saquon's success, as well as creating opportunities for himself in the run game as well, which heightens his efficiency passing the football when they need him to put the ball in the air. The only thing that moves him is simply winning football games. Defensively, Vick Fangio has been a godsend. To take the 31st ranked defense last year and turn them into the number 1 ranked defense this year is unheard of. It all starts with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Moro Ojomo, and Thomas Booker IV. Because if you can't control the line of scrimmage, it's hard to play good defense. The outside pass rushers Josh Sweat and Nolan Smith has taken turns at making big plays, and the rookie Jalix Hunt is rounding into shape nicely. Now listen, if BG can do the unthinkable in return for Sunday's game, it's only going to make this unit more formidable. Linebacker Zach Vaughn is without a doubt a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and the emergence of Nakobe Dean, who we lost to injury reserve, turned out to be a pleasant surprise. In steps Oren Burke, who has also turned it up with his increased role as the starter. The back end of this unit has to be the biggest surprise. Rookies Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean have played like anything but rookies. And the return of CJ GJ to pair with Reed Blankenship on the back end rounds out a dominant unit that plays with confidence, togetherness, aggressiveness, and cohesion. Next up, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs stand in the way of the ultimate goal. This will be their greatest test as the back-to-back champs endeavor to make it a three-peat. This will be the ultimate chess match between Andy Reid and Vick Fangio. Vick has had an answer at every turn this year, and Sunday will require all 40 years of his coaching experience, and it may take 2 game plans to overcome Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. There's only a few coaches who are able to read the situation and make adjustments on the fly like Big Red. Listen, the Chiefs' offense can be a finesse team, or they can play smash-mouth football at any given time. And they possess the ability to morph back and forth in between the two when necessary. Forcing Patrick Mahomes off his first read, limiting Travis Kelce, and winning on first down will be key. Also, being disciplined in their technique and fundamentals will be of great importance. Because listen, Andy Reid is one of the few coaches that I believe that game plans opponents' fundamental and technical flaws. The unit that makes the fewest mistakes will dominate this matchup. Listen, on the defensive side of the ball, Steve Spagnuolo might be the best DC in the game. Listen, Chris Jones is a monster. He is a beast. He's the leader and the main player that the Birds will have to control. He can be a game wreck. This is a pressure-based defense that will try to take Saquon out of the game and force Jalen Hurts to have to do it with his arm. First down is key, because if you don't get positive yards on first down, you can count on pressure coming from any direction to push you into second and third and long situations. The Birds' protection will need to be on point, and Jalen will have to do a great job of deciphering when and where the pressure is coming from. The Chiefs' defense is giving up 146 yards per game rushing throughout the playoffs. So in order to take advantage of the pass game, they will need to proficiently run the football. Listen, no one has been able to stop this Philadelphia Eagles rush attack all season long. No reason to believe that the Kansas City Chiefs will do so on Sunday. These two teams are pretty evenly matched, but the Birds will need to play turnover-free, mistake-free football. The Eagles are a team in all 3 phases. The Chiefs possess an elite-level quarterback, an historic head coach, probably a Hall of Fame tight end, and one of the best DCs in the game. And listen, they will also take some chances to make up for any deficiencies that they have talent-wise on this team. They're also a well-coached, disciplined football team that makes very few mistakes and thrives on opponents' mistakes. But I believe it is the Philadelphia Eagles' time. They are the better overall team, in my opinion, but this championship is going to have to be taken by force. And I believe the Birds are ready to get the job done. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles to win Super Bowl 59, 32-24. That's the show for tonight. Tune in next week as we post-view and celebrate, hopefully, a Birds win and get ready for the parade down Broad Street and wrap up what will go down as a historic season and a Super Bowl win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Have a good night, Philly, and go Birds.